Naniniwala si Pangulong Duterte na malabong sa China nanggagaling ang iligal na droga sa bansa. Mismo ang China pangaraw ang tumutulong para masawata ito. Hindi naman isusuko ng Pangulo ang karapatan sa West Philippine Sea sa kabila ng pagtulong ng China sa anti-drug war ng gobyerno. Umaaksyon si Jem Abansenia.
Marami na raw na itulong ang China para masawata ang paglaganap ng iligal na droga sa Pilipinas. Kaya kung si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang tatanungin, malabong sa China pa mismo manggaling ang droga na binebenta sa bansa.
They have the same problem now, more serious. Mas marami. Nakakaroon na sila ng problema sa Cebu. And it's not a matter of exporting. Ang export naman nila kasi tinatapon nila sa dagat. Sometimes in the international water so as not to walang violation. Tapos pipick upin ng mga regions 1, 2, and 3. Yan sila.
Sa ilang probinsya pangaraw sa Mindanao, niluluto ang shabu na posibleng pinakikinabangan pa umano ng mga rebelde. Bukod sa pagpondo sa mga rehabilitation center, tumutulong din ang China sa paghuli sa mga Chinese drug lord at mga operator nito sa bansa. Ayon sa report ng Reuters, halos karamihan sa mga banyagang sangkot sa droga na inaresto ng PIDEA ay mga Chinese na nagsisilbing tagaluto at tagatimpla ng shabu. Pero di pa rin daw maikakaila na galing China ang karamihan sa mga materyales sa paggawa ng droga. Wala pang tugon dito ang Malacanang. Sa kabila nito, tuloy pa rin ang pasasalamat ng Pangulo sa iba pang ambag na tulong ng China, gaya ng 100 milyong pisong cash donation nito sa DSWD. Kaya hindi na raw kailangan ng Pangulo na umasa pa sa tulong ng Amerika na unang inatras ang milyon-milyong aid package sa Pilipinas dahil sa issue ng extrajudicial killings.
China has the kindest soul of all. China communicated to us. They're giving us 50 billion. So what do I need for America for? They do not look at us kindly. We have this huge problem, and you exacerbate by no, actually we do not need it. We can survive without American money.
Bagamat maganda ang relasyon sa China, giniit ng Pangulo na hindi niya isusuko ang karapatan ng bansa sa West Philippine Sea. Pero sa ngayon,
In the play of politics now, I will set aside the arbitral ruling. I will not impose anything on China. Why? Because the politics here in Southeast Asia is changing.
A former drug user has sought for the assistance of UNTV Serbisyong Kasangbahay so he could approach the authorities. Brian De Paz will tell us why.
With the help of UNTV's Serbisyong Kasangbahay, Elias Lino has been assisted to undergo the process of the government for illegal drug users. Elias Lino is 34 years old with 4 children and resides at Tondo, Manila. He admits being a shabu user from 2004 to 2011. This is why he was surprised after learning that his name is still included in the list of drug personalities in their barangay. The Serbisyong Kasangbahay team accompanied him to the Police Community Relations Group or PCRG office at Camp Crame. There he was advised to go the precinct that has jurisdiction over their barangay or to the Manila Police District Station 1 in Rahabago, Tondo. The commander of the precinct, Colonel Robert Domingo, immediately acted on Elias Lino's concern and coordinated with the chairman of Barangay 129, Zone 11.
Ito gagawin natin dyan. So, the first step is, kung saan nag-originate yung information, doon muna tayo pupunta.
Chairman Danny Casasola assures that Elias Lino, after completing his verification requirements, will be issued with certification from his barangay which proves that he is not using illegal drugs anymore so that his name can finally be removed from the list.
Certified ko po ang lahat ng na gumagamit at talagang kung sila ay huminto, isa-certified po namin mga kagawad. Kaya nga po pati ang kagawad ay sumama na po, na-involve po sa pagsumpa na kami ay gagampanan namin, na kami makikipagtulungan kay Presidente Digong at kay Mayor Era po para pigilan ng droga po sa aming lugar.
The barangay chairman and police call on other personalities in the drug list to not be ashamed to undergo the said process.
Kayo matakot, hindi naman po natin kalaban ng gobyerno eh. Sila po ay kakampi natin.
Sunod-sunod ang proseso. Talagang more on evaluation, surveillance, interview. Yan ang mga proseso.
Elias Lino feels relief for the help extended by UNTV's Serbisyong Kasangbahay.
Papasalamat po ako sa lahat kasi po kahit papaano po hindi na po ako kinakabahan, gumana po ang yung kalooban ko, yung paglapit ko po sa UNTV. Maraming salamat sa UNTV kahit papaano po hindi nila ako binitawan.
PNP Chief Ronald Bato de la Rosa has always been committed to the government's war against illegal drugs. But as the top official of the police force, de la Rosa said implementing this campaign of President Rodrigo Duterte is not an easy task. George Bandola will tell us the challenges the PNP chief has encountered since the start of the fight against drugs.
PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa admitted that most of his policemen were not ready in fighting illegal drugs when the Duterte administration assumed office. The Chief PNP says it took most of his time convincing his men to take proactive actions against illegal drugs. Even the Oplan Tokhang was not in most of policemen's mind when PNP started to roll out with the campaign.
Kasi we've been together for a very long time. Alam ko yan, pag magsabi siya ng ganun, talagang gagawin niya yan. Kaya prepared ako. Sabi ko, I am in for a very big fight. So, prepared ako. At the start, hindi pa handa. Dahil nga, merong member ng kapulisan na alam nila, paisi-isi lang tayo sa drug problem. It was not considered as our main concern. Hindi masyado consider na main mandate namin. Sabi ng ibang official kasi noon, pag problema sa droga, sabi nila, pabayaan mo yan sa PDEA. Hindi ating trabaho yan, pabayaan sa PDEA. Pero nung umupo sa presidente, sabi niya, you lead the war on drugs.
Having familiarized with Davao City, General De La Rosa also admitted that he was not expecting strong resistance against their campaign. But he believes that several politicians and former high-ranking government officials had taken steps to stop the campaign.
Wala talaga, ipapakita ko lang talaga sa kanila yung policy statement ni Presidente na itong gusto niya, so sumunod tayo. Ayaw natin sumunod, then umalis tayo sa serbisyo. So kaya makita mo na lang ang effort ng ating kapulisan, di ba? Trabaho dito, trabaho doon, operate dito, operate doon. Dahil nga sumusunod tayo sa utos sa ating Presidente na trabahuin talaga itong droga, problema sa droga. Bulaga kami, pati si Presidente na bulaga. Kaya nga, nung pagpasok namin, bigla na lang, no? Ganito pala kalalim, ganito pala kalawak, ganito pala kalaki ang problema natin sa droga. Nabigla kami. So, yun nga, nakapag-decide si Presidente na from 3 to 6 months, extend natin another 6 months. Dahil hindi natin ito kakayanin, hindi natin matapos yung gera na ito.
To some who continue to criticize the Oplan Tokhang, the Chief PNP says he will not in any way solicit their approval, since the campaign has brought improvements to the country's peace and order significantly since it was started almost 5 months ago.
We don't have to make legaw on them. We just have to work on our job. We just have to do our job. And alam ko naman, yung mga tao na yan, sabihin ko talaga, paprangkahin ko sila. Yung, ano yun, ilang percent yung dissatisfied?
7?
Oh, yung 7% na yan, sabihin ko sila, ipokrito sila kung hindi nila naramdaman yung pagbabago ngayon sa ating kapaligiran. Ipokrito sila kung sabihin na hindi sila nakinabang sa kapayapaan na dulot nitong ating war on drugs.